Hey there, my name is May Elizabeth Johnson, and today I want to talk to you guys about eczema. So I have previously spoken about eczema and my experience with it on my Instagram as well as on my YouTube channel, but I just wanted to give a little bit more of an update and a little bit more of an informative video. I wanted to talk to you guys about the products that I've been using and loving and that have really been helping, and hopefully answer some of your questions. So as you can see, I am not wearing any makeup on my face today. For the purpose of this video, I just felt it just seemed more genuine not to have any makeup on. But full disclosure, I do have my brows lightly filled in. So for starters, what is eczema or eczema? Eczema, tomato, same difference. So what is eczema? It's a common condition which causes patches of your skin to become itchy and inflamed. It is also known as atopic dermatitis or just plain dermatitis. These terms get used interchangeably. Eczema is very common in babies and young children, but obviously people of any age can have eczema and you could develop it later in life as well. So as for the cause and causes of eczema, it's a combination of factors. It can be the environment, genetics, your immune system. So it can be hard to really figure out what is causing it. So another common term that is thrown around a lot is contact dermatitis. But contact dermatitis is when you have an eczema flare-up or a rash that is caused by coming into contact with an irritant, such as chemicals, dyes, fabrics. So we're talking like it could be your makeup, it could be your skincare, it could be your laundry detergent. It can range, a numerous amount of things can cause contact dermatitis. But just to clarify, contact dermatitis is eczema, but not all eczema is contact dermatitis. You can also get hand eczema, which you can have just normal eczema, the dry, itchy, scaly patches on your hands, or you could get dyshidrotic eczema, also called pompholyx, which are small itchy blisters on the palm of your hand. So this kind of dyshidrotic eczema on the palm of your hand is often linked to seasonal allergies such as hay fever and also hot, humid weather. Any kind of eczema that you have when you have a rash and it's really, really itchy and we want to scratch it, this can cause a skin infection. And if you have a skin infection, then it just gets itchier, takes longer to heal. So it's just like this vicious cycle of itchiness. So try your hardest not to scratch. Okay, so you've self-diagnosed yourself. Now what do? Number one recommendation is if you have a family doctor, go see them. If you do not have a family doctor and you're able to go into a walk-in clinic, or where I live, a lot of clinics, you could even call the night before and just make yourself an appointment for the next morning. Try and see a doctor because they're gonna be able to diagnose you better just in case you've misdiagnosed yourself. But not only that, they're able to prescribe you things that will help your eczema go away a lot faster than just trying to maintain it on your own. So a doctor will be probably prescribing cortisone creams, they can give you allergy pills, and if your eczema is really, really bad, they actually give you, it's like cortisone, like a steroid pill to take. Now, if you're having an eczema flare-up, an eczema breakout, you want to make sure not to be taking super, super hot showers or baths, and to limit the amount of time that you're in the shower or the bath. When you get out of the shower or the bath, make sure that you're drying yourself off, like just really tapping. You don't want to be irritating your skin more than necessary. Also, try and use moisturizers that don't have any perfume in them, or at least are not very heavily perfumed. Even if you don't have contact dermatitis, so it's not the cream itself that is causing your eczema flare-up, if you already have a flare-up and you're using heavily perfumed products, it could just cause more of an irritation. Another tip is to try and manage your stress, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, so my experience with eczema was quite unpleasant. It was about 8 years ago. This was before I worked in the beauty industry. This was before I knew anything about anything. My first experience with eczema was on my eyelid, kind of like what I have now, where it is red up here on my eyelids. The skin is dry, patchy, a little scaly. And I remember that happening and me just thinking that I had dry skin. I had no idea what was going on. Because I had no idea, it just got worse and worse. It was very itchy. So I would rub my eyes, which caused major premature wrinkling. And like I said before, when you itch, it makes it worse. It makes it itchier. So vicious cycle of itchiness. I was rubbing, it was getting worse. I was rubbing, it was getting worse. So I went from having eczema on my eyelid to it being my entire under eye area. They were puffy, they were itchy. It was painful. I then developed eczema around my mouth, which is a lot less common, but I did develop that. That was really bad because if I yawned or when I had to brush my teeth, like just opening my mouth very wide, sometimes it would crack and bleed. And my hands were so bad. I had the kind of eczema that was called a dyshidrotic eczema, where it was tiny little itchy blisters on the palm of my hand, which they would then burst. Then it would create like a scaly, dry effect on my hands. I would wake up in the middle of the night scratching them to the point that they were bleeding. They were so bad and it was so painful. During that time, I also developed an eczema flare-up on the inside of my elbow, which is where I currently have it really bad. It just doesn't want to go away this year. I'm trying to manage it, but I did catch myself itching it last night in the middle of the night. I woke up and it was crazy itchy and I had to really control myself to stop myself from itching it. So my first real experience with eczema was kind of traumatic, to be honest with you. It really affected my confidence. I had to go see a doctor and I had to be prescribed medication. Now, let's talk about the products. My skin is not normally sensitive or super reactive anymore. I can go ahead and I can use products that contain glycolic acid. My skin loves glycolic acid. I could use products that have retinol. I can use all these different things. But when my skin is going through an eczema flare-up, I have to stop and drop all the products that I'm using and concentrate solely on these products that I'm about to show you. Now, most are from the brand La Roche Posay. This video is not sponsored. Not that I would say no to a sponsorship, but in this case, the video is not sponsored. I just really find that they're the best brand for this sort of skin condition, for this sort of problem. So the majority of the products I'm going to talk about are by them, but then I do have a few other things that I'm going to throw in. So to start, let's talk about the body. My favorite body wash, regardless if I'm going through an eczema flare-up or not, is this Bioderma Atoderm L'huile de douche. So it's the ultra nourishing anti-irritation shower oil. Now it's good for babies, children, adults. It's super, super gentle and nourishing. If you don't like the Bioderma and you want to try something else, you can also use the Uriage body oil wash. That's a really good product as well. As for body cream, a lot of people use and love the La Roche Posay Lipikar Baume AP+. It's not my #1 favorite product, but I have used it before. I personally prefer the Bioderma Atoderm Intensive Balm, but do make sure that it is the balm and not the cream, because the cream is scented, whereas the balm is unscented. This has the same skin barrier therapy technology that the body wash has. So this cream is going to repair your skin, but it also contains ingredients that make it anti-itch. So at least when you're putting it on, you know that it's going to help you a little bit when it comes to that. For the face, the product that I use to take off my makeup all the time is the Bioderma Sensibio H2O micellar water. Anytime that I'm having a super bad eczema flare-up, like currently I have it on my eyelids, I do try not to wear too much makeup, because removing the makeup afterwards, anytime you're taking a cotton and you're putting it on your eye and you're rubbing, it's not going to be the best for any sort of irritation going on. So if I am having a flare-up and I want to take off my makeup because I'm wearing a heavy eye makeup, I'll go in, I'll put it on a cotton pad, but I'll leave the cotton there and then just gently lift it away. So the face wash I really like to use is the Toleriane Dermo-Nettoyant. It says it is a makeup remover, but I disagree. I don't find it takes off makeup the best, but this just feels really, really great to cleanse your skin. It's kind of cold and thick, almost like a cold cream on the face, and it doesn't really lather that much, but you just it's like a moment. You're just like having a massage spa moment on your face when you're in the shower. So I really like this. Even when my skin isn't necessarily reacting badly, if it's in my shower, I'm gonna use it and I like it. But if you wear a lot of heavy makeup, I do recommend double cleansing. Next, I'll go in with a thermal water. The one that I have right now is the La Roche Posay one, but this is just a thermal spring water, so it's really, really good for any sort of irritation. It's great for the face. You can even spray it on like an eczema flare-up on your body. Now, I am a big fan of the Vichy Mineral 89. It is a skin booster, so it's gonna fortify and strengthen your skin barrier, so I use this all the time. You can use this on your lips, you can use this on your eyelids. I do use it, like I said, every day. When I've had a really, really bad eczema flare-up on my eyelid, then I will go in with the least amount of product as possible. So I might skip that on those days. Not because I have to, but I just want to make sure I'm minimizing the amount of products that I'm using. Now, the true lifesaver here is the La Roche Posay Toleriane eye cream, because it's designed to be put on the actual eyelid, whereas most eye creams, you're not supposed to be putting it on your mobile lid. So this is really, really calming and soothing. I probably have like one more pump of this, but I do have a spare. Then for the face, any sort of sensitivity that you might have, you can go in with the La Roche Posay Toleriane Ultra Fluide. They also have like a richer version if you have dry skin. You see how both of the products here, the product itself is actually in like a little bag in the container. That's so that absolutely no air gets in and there's no sort of contamination with the product. For the hands, I really like using this Cicaplast hand cream, but currently what I'm using is the Lipikar hand repair cream, which I don't hate. but I prefer the Cicaplast one. So this does a really good job of just making sure that your hands stay hydrated. It actually doesn't feel too thick on the hands. So it just does a good job at moisturizing, and it doesn't burn or sting, which oftentimes when we have eczema on the hands and we use a hand cream, it could really burn. And if it's instantly burning, you don't want to be using that. That's not a good hand cream for you. Okay, so multi-use product. This is the Cicaplast Baume B5. It is a soothing repairing balm with panthenol, and it has antibacterial agents. This is the 100 milliliter. It's like the bonus size version. Normally they sell it, I believe it's a 50 ml. You can use this literally anywhere. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your body. You can use it on a rash. You can use it on a diaper rash. You can use it on the heels of your feet if you have dry feet. You just got a tattoo. You can use this on it. Your cat scratch too. Go ahead and pop this bad boy on there. It's a great multi-purpose product. I like putting this on my eczema flare-ups rather than use cortisone cream. So I try and use this, and if I've dealt with it and I've handled it, then great. Sometimes I might have to go in with the cortisone cream. Now, the reason I don't like to use cortisone cream all the time is because it's a medicated product and it actually can thin your skin over time. But I will use it if necessary, max twice a day for like 2 to 3 days, and then normally my issue gets solved. Now, just a full disclaimer, you are not supposed to put cortisone cream on your face, and especially not anywhere around your eyes. So just make sure to talk to a doctor before you do that, or speak to your pharmacist. Have I ever put it on my face before? Maybe, but I'm still recommending that you don't. Okay, so that's it. Those are all the products I use when my skin is going through an episode. I hope this video was informative. I hope it was useful. I hope I answered some of your questions. If you have any other questions, please drop me a comment down below or go on over to my Instagram. I'm on there all the time, so you can follow me at megan.elizabeth.johnson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.